No, I thought about that Orbit commercial. Like, who you call the Quitty Queen? You lit liquor. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
You
literally
lit
my mind went.
liquor.
Yo, lit liquor.
Yo,
That's funny.
the 90s and the early 2000s had the wildest
Was
effing
wild.
commercials.
Wildest.
It's
Really
like,
did.
who are
though.
these people? Who are these ad
And it's
people?
clearly worked because we still talk about it 20
Look.
years later.
What's that? What's that?
Right. Seriously.
Hey, community. Here's what's brewing today.
Instant tea episode.
Cootie Teller.
So get your cups ready for Minority Report. Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Jerrell.
It's Auntie Dewan.
And it's Auntie Jerrell. Hey.
Hey, ladies. And Jerrell's about to bring back an old school game for us. We talked about it, so that's what you're about to see. And it's an instant tea episode. So these are going to be a little shorter of an episode. We trying to chill with our friends and family and stuff like that, but we still wanted to give you some content. But here's some good content. And it's kind of almost like a curiosity too, actually, you know?
You're right.
With the Cootie Teller.
The Cootie Teller.
Who you telling, Cootie? Enjoy. In episode 257, we were talking about the y'all call it the fortune teller. I call it the Cootie Catcher.
But, I call it the fortune teller.
We're already doing like a little,
origami
insider stuff that we got to do for the podcast. And Jerrell over there putting
Just
actual
here.
shit in this shit. Like, we gotta do this for the podcast. We gotta do da-da-da-da. And she over there just drawing.
I was having an Auntie Shar moment, when we be talking about sports and she just be like,
right.
Yeah, I was talking about that damn doll and I was just like,
Cootie Catcher. All right, so you actually actually put some stuff in there. What's the color?
All right, so the colors are blue, yellow, black, and red.
I'm gonna do yellow.
You're gonna do yellow? Okay, YELLOW. All right. 7, 8, 3, or 4. Or 1, excuse me.
7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 1, 2, or 5.
2.
Okay. 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, or 5.
1.
1 says, who is your celebrity hall pass?
Oh God. And we need to play this with the husbands, by the way.
Yes, right?
Yes.
So I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
Celebrity hall. I mean, it'll probably the one that I know because we just talked about this the other night, actually. That we both would be like, bitch, yes. Henry Cavill.
Yes, bitch. Yeah.
He's a yes, bitch. Like, that's just a good-looking human being. Mm-hmm. It's disgusting. Like, it's upsetting. Yeah. But Corey said for him, though, his, lifetime, which I actually had heard him say this, so he might say this if we do this on the husband episode. His is still Ricky Martin every once in a while, because he said he grew up thinking Ricky Martin was just fine, and he's just aged well. And I'm like, You're right. Ricky can still get it.
That is verbatim physics.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ricky Martin.
Oh, yeah. He loves some Ricky Martin. And remember, he grew up doing ballroom dancing. So a lot of Ricky Martin's Latin salsa music, it was a lot of stuff that he danced to.
He just exudes sex appeal.
Yeah.
It just comes out his pores and his dick, I guess, and his hole.
Let me tell you. And now that he's single too, let me tell you, I might be on one of those gay cruises this year.
Honey, let him show up. I would not be if Corey could bag that, I would not be mad in the least. I'm like, bitch, good job. Let me just watch it. If you don't want me in that,
and tell me all about it.
Your odds increase when you both try.
That's a word. Well, I'm trying to be a good husband. If you just say no, I want that to myself, it would not bother me in the least. In the least. Are you Ricky fucking Martin? Are you kidding? Good job.
Right. You're right. Absolutely. Okay, Dewan. Red, blue, yellow, or black?
Black baby.
Black baby. I know that's right. BLACK. 6, 1, 2, 5.
Let's do 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 3, 4.
3.
1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 5.
6.
All right. So 6 says, what is your favorite part on the body?
Ooh, my favorite part on the body. Why my
I
mouth
was writing
starts
tiny too,
watering.
bitches. I was writing tiny. I was writing tiny. I was
I don't know
like,
how you wrote all that shit on there.
you saw it was on my. You
Favorite
saw it was like right here in my face, like this.
part
You need a
on
magnifying
the
glass.
body. My favorite part on the body, probably ass crack. I love me some ass crack. I mean, I love the whole ass, but like when you can just see that, like, and let her have some bangs. Honey,
She said, "Let her have some bang."
I completely visualized it in my head. That's so funny.
honey, I know
I
a lot of
literally
people
like,
don't. I know a lot of people don't like that, but for some reason,
Yeah.
that shit turns me. Let somebody be wearing a t-shirt and they reach up, and then you just see crack and just some bangs.
Ooh, and some bang.
Honey,
Some ass crack
yes.
bang. I'm so done with you.
Some bangs. That took me out. Some bangs.
The bang.
The
That shit-
bangs.
I think what's my favorite part? That's a good question.
I mean, because you could obviously
like-
go to like the like stereotypical sexual things, but when I had to think about what is the part of the body that like for me turns
Just
me
turns you
on.
on.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
it's
Mhm.
not, the dick in the booty hole, even though that's very hot. And that was a
Mhm.
toss up between the ass crack and the mouth.
What that mouth do?
With that
A
mouth.
whole lot.
Because like there's like things
A
that I noticed
whole
that
lot.
instantly.
A
Like
whole lot.
ooh, yeah. Because there's things like if like just on a regular day walking down the street, a human being, it's probably like a smile. Like I like a smile and probably like teeth.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Like if your mouth ain't jacked up. So that's maybe one of the first things I noticed. And like lips, I love lips.
Yeah.
But then like
Lips are
if it's just, like,
underrated.
ooh, right?
I'm telling you.
But it's just like if it's like but then there's things about my husband I like specifically on him. But I'm trying to think like what's the universal thing that like even like if I saw them like with their shirt off or whatever, then I'm like, ooh.
And with different body sizes and shapes and colors, and
Right.
like all you take all that in consideration. Like it's hard.
Yeah. It is hard. I think for me it would probably be like legs. Like just like for me, I just like them to have whatever like I just like them in all shapes and sizes. Like I like thin legs too, but I also like them like thick. I
Yeah.
like them muscly as well too.
I like the
I like
what is this like right there? The
the hamstring. No, the
Oh,
quad.
no,
The
the
quad.
the quad.
Yeah.
Like if
quad
you wear like
cleavage, the
short,
quad
that,
cleavage,
ooh.
quad cleavage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that is sexy.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like if
Or
they
I
got
like
the muscles popping through and you got short enough shorts and you see that right there, that does turn me
for
on.
me. It's also like the calf too, like the back of the leg, like seeing that sex. And then here's my third. This is my third. I know now I feel like Carell, but
Right?
the other thing I like too are some hands. I like if I like.
I love Corey's hands.
There's something about hands that
something
I just
about
like,
yes,
damn.
yes. There is something
Yeah.
about, and it's not even about size. It's about how like how they. It's hard to even describe because it's like their shape and like how they move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I love because Corey kind of has like some thick hands. I'm like, you gotta like. If there's I'm usually not one to be like, oh, a man's this, that. Like I'm pretty like non-binary usually for a lot of things. But I'm like, that's a man's hand. That's like I think of my hand when I see. I'm like, that thing could do some things to me. So that's like very specific to Corey. I adore his. I like Corey's lips too, though. Love his lips. And I love his balls. I think I've said that before. What on a universal? It might be.
So you love your husband?
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
But it might be the thigh muscle right
leg
there.
cleavage.
Because every time I see that, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
But then I do like a butt, like just a good butt. Oh, you're just like, man, that's a nice butt. And then I do look at the balls too. So if you just thick and all everywhere, I'm looking.
Oh my God, speaking of butts, they are posting this video, like this slideshow at our office. And it's just like a bunch of pictures of events and stuff that we've done at work. And one of the pictures is me talking to someone in the office. And it's a side view. And all you see is my ass go like this.
Oh God.
And then it goes like this. And I was like, oh no. It was like, and then on top of this, I'm in like this golden brown color, like khaki pants too. So like
Sure.
it's like I was like, oh no, this has to go. This, we can't put this up there.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no. I know that's right. Ooh.
And it's like
I
front
actually
and center. I'm like, damn.
I know what gets me. It just popped in my head. All of that I just said definitely gets me. I love a beard on a man. Love a beard. Love a
Really?
beard. Like if there's anything that's universal, because Corey always thinks he knows what I like, and I'm like, bitch, no, I'm the United Nations. It'll be every creed, color on this earth. But ever since he's kind of just asked me, he's like, why? And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some kind of darker featured human being, whether it be Black, Hispanic, Arab, and all of them usually I like facial hair.
Yeah.
And so that's actually why Corey has grown out his facial hair all these years. He used to like to be a little more clean shaven, but he knows that I like it. So I'm like, thank you, boo. That's what I do. I probably notice that on a lot of men consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not to say that everyone do with a beard I'm attracted to, but that would be an entrance more likely than anything. Yeah. Yeah. Probably a beard.
When we have the husbands on, I think it would be really interesting for us to have a conversation around.
Oh, but I guess we had them on.
Yeah.
Use this as a quick thing.
So when we have them on again,
next time,
right? Yeah.
When we have them on again,
it would be interesting for us to have a conversation about like who would you have a hall pass for together?
Did we just save that and do it in a couple weeks? Maybe I chop this part off.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Add that to the list.
Yeah,
because that would be really, really interesting.
Right, because the person also had to meet both needs too. So it can't be anybody.
Yeah. That's the thing. So we've had similar conversations when we brought them on, and it's been kind of like 6 whole conversations happening about all these different people. But like, if you had to agree on, that might be an interesting conversation.
Jerrell, I like this. Here's community new segment alert, because you know I love me a new segment. You just need to bust this out, and it's gonna be, even though you like the fortune teller, I'm gonna call it the QT.
The QT
teller.
The QT teller. Yes.
And just bust it out the blue. Like it must be we don't even need to know. So it could be like 10 episodes from now, 30 episodes. It could be every other episode. Just bust it out, whatever's in your mind. You'd be like, Judy.
Okay, now let me tell you, I think that's great. And you know what we can do? We can get questions from the community too.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll write those in there.
Give us some questions for this game.
Yes. Absolutely. That'll be fun.
Hold on, but you got to play.
Oh, I got to play. No, I wrote it. I wrote it. That's why I answered your questions.
I remember the order of like 765 and all that.
But I know all the questions, and I wrote the questions because that's what I was thinking.
But we don't know what your answers are.
Exactly.
But I told my answers to both of y'all questions.
But ain't there 4? Ain't there 4 questions on that day?
Okay. Well, let me tell you one of the other ones then. Okay. So the other one was just a simple one, which is, are you happy? That was the one that I wanted to ask. Like, that's are you happy? Because I feel like that's a question that's not asked often. We often ask, like, how are you? But we don't often ask, are you happy? Right? And I like that question because it gets you to think about and sit into where you are currently in your life.
Are you happy?
I am happy. But I also know that I could be happier.
Sure.
That's literally that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I'm happy. I'm content, but I don't know if content's always a good thing either. Right. You know, so it's like there's more things to do. Personally, professionally, relationshiply, and all that. Yeah.
1000%. I am happy. I am very blessed. There's a lot happening for me with my career. Relationship wise, we are better than we ever been. Again, 2023 was just such a fantastic year for us, very transformative for us as individuals, but as two individuals in a relationship, and then as a relationship as a whole. So on all three levels, just very transformative. So I'm very happy. I just want more money.
Don't we all?
Honey.
But then it's like you get more money, you spend more money.
Right, exactly.
And we're looking for any excuse to move to Brazil and put
honey, I'd be very happy in Brazil.
like
ready.
Shoot, let me
very,
tell you,
very, very happy.
We had this group. We had this group of men from Brazil come to my office. When I tell you, I was like, "Poppy."
That's just another culture that exudes sex appeal, and not even like in a vulgar way, but just like you are turning me the fuck on.
Here's what I
Get out this
appreciate.
room.
Here's what I appreciate about my time in Brazil, just from like a like sexy whatever. Even in the most gayest of places, whether it was like in the gay beach in Ipanema, in Leblon, or if it was in like a club, or if it was in like a, you know, like circuit party or whatever, it was like people are immensely friendly. There certainly is a lot of like sexual attraction that's happening, but it doesn't get vulgar. And I feel like, and I don't mean to say this as if I'm not being sex positive. I'm very positive about sex, but it also don't have to be happening everywhere. Don't need to be in a grocery store. Don't need to be on the dance floor every time. We don't need to be having. Listen, I'm just saying it don't have to be. And I feel like in the U.S., it's like gays be looking for anywhere possible to be having sex and being seen. And I feel like there's a time and a place for that, and it becomes overwhelming for those that are not interested in even seeing that or participating in that. And so what I loved about Brazil is, I mean, I'm not going there as a single person, so I'm not like, you know, engaging like in that kind of way, but like there was an immense amount of just like sexual energy, but it didn't have to translate into actual fucking and sucking and squirting your juices all over the place everywhere you look, which there is a time and a place for some of that shit. It ain't got to be everywhere.
And the time was when they got home. Let me tell you, bitch. She was revved up, bitch.
I was about to say, we're
whole times a day.
All times a night. I know that's right. Woo! Because I'm like, where the juices at? Where's that part? Dewan don't got to be there, but I do.
Now she's a juicy.
Where that at?
Yeah. You know, like you go to like Hollywood Beach, and it's just like it's just like, okay, can I just be around gays without having to be sexual? That's I think I would just like more balance. Is all I'm saying. And Brazil is definitely about, you know, like that balance. For sure.
Yeah, I like to choose your own adventure.
Yes, I like options.
Options.
She's like, because maybe I change my mind later. I just want to be able to change my mind.
That part. I want to be able to change my damn mind.
Yes.
Obviously with my husband's permission.
Yeah, right.
What was the last question then? What was question number 4?
Question number 4 is, what's next for you?
The next episode. Wash your hands, wash your ass, wash your ass.
No. See y'all soon.